Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. Today we are here for another episode of Goattville updates, I suppose is what we can call this video. But this updates video is a bit special because we're not going to be looking over the progress that we've done in the past building episodes, but instead we're going to be looking towards the future and seeing just a small change, but I think it's still significant enough to sort of make a video on. So you might have noticed that things look a bit differently. You might have noticed at the beginning of the video was a bit different because of something I'll talk about later, but yeah, everything doesn't look kind of like it used to, right? There's a slight change in it, and that's because I'm not on the version of Minecraft that I usually build on. The version of Minecraft that I spend pretty much my entirety of my YouTube history on was the Xbox One edition of Minecraft. Meanwhile, this one is the sort of the I don't even know what to call it, but it's sort of like the new version is what they call it. This is the one that's receiving updates, and this is the one that seems to, everyone calls it the better one. So I just converted the world over, so this is the exact same world as the one that I usually built, all up to date. And the reason why I'm on this one was because I've been getting a lot of comments from people. I've gotten them for a long time, but I also got one in the last episode, like asking me to check out the new version of Minecraft because there's some new stuff in there and perhaps it could be good. So I decided I'll check it out. It's been a year and a half since I last went on that, so maybe it will be worth it. Maybe there's something that that's finally changed, and maybe I'll like it, because the last time I was on I just didn't really like it that much. I preferred the Xbox One version more, so I came on this one. And before the majority of my audience leaves, I should probably ask this question. We're only 2 minutes in, but still there's probably around 50% of you who clicked on this video still here. Leave in the comments whether or not you like this version of Minecraft more, or if you like the other one. I'll explain sort of my preference later, and if you're unfamiliar with all of this, I'll explain it to you, what the differences are and the benefits and the drawbacks of it. So yeah, we can get into that. But if you already know what all of this is, just leave in the comments which one do you think is better. And yeah, because for me, like when it comes down to me, I really don't have that much of a preference. I think there's sort of a balance. Like each one has their good parts and each one has their bad parts, but in general they are sort of equal in their value in my eyes. So I kind of care more about like what you guys think would be like the best potential for the future of my videos. So the first thing, let's talk about the benefit. Actually, no, let's talk about the bad things about this, because I can't think of that many. So the bad things about it, the graphics don't look as nice. I kind of like the Minecraft Xbox One version better, because I think the graphics just have a bit more of a realistic, more neutral kind of look to them. Meanwhile here, I mean, the graphics still look kind of good, but they're a bit different than what I'm familiar with. Yeah, everything seems to be very bright, but also really contrasting as well. So things aren't perfect, but they're still somewhat good. And the other thing is that I'm just so familiar with the Xbox One version that switching over to this one is it's a bit unsettling at first. I'll probably adapt to it, but there's some small minor changes. Like at the beginning of the video, you notice that I started off the video in first person, but I usually don't do that. I usually start out in the third person. But the problem with that is, in order to do that, I don't have it's not operatable by pushing down the button or something like that. Maybe there's a way to do it, I'm not too sure, but that's a bit of a downside, because I do like those ways to start out my videos. And also, some of the flying mechanics are a bit weird. There's probably a couple other things, like, probably a lot of people that used to come on my world had it on the Xbox One version, but they could just switch over. I mean, this version would be free to them, so I don't see why not, but it would probably just be like something, a bit annoying to do. But aside from that, the good things I liked about this is that graphics look quite nice. As I said, they're a little bit different, but they're good in their own way. The second thing is that you might have noticed is that the render distance is incredible. I changed the render distance in the menu because this wasn't how it originally was, but with this render distance, you can actually see like really far. You can see the train station all the way down there. Meanwhile, if we were on the Xbox One version, that would be starting to gray out, those skyscrapers right there. So, having the massive render distance, I really like working with this one just because I think it looks like so much nicer. Oh yeah, I forgot to also mention, one of the things I don't like about this is that the shadows for some reason don't seem to be active. If you over here, you see there's like little to no shadow, so if anyone knows how to activate shadows or something like that, that would be really nice, because or I think the problem is the leaves. The leaves don't have shadows to them, because I think if we go under any other block, they do. Hold on. Okay, let's go over here. Yeah, these blocks, I mean, they don't have that much of a shadow, but if you go in here, this doesn't seem to have it, because those are not full blocks. Yeah, the lighting mechanics on this are weird, but but I still think they work. So maybe if there are shadows, then that'd be quite nice. Maybe if there's a way to increase them, or if you can make the leaves not, completely see-through, that would be quite nice. But anyway, another good thing about this, let's see what. Oh yeah, there was one thing that absolutely surprised me, is that the block selection is so much more than it originally was. Like, there's so many more options for stuff to make, and it's like a mix between new blocks and also like old blocks and like same textures and stuff like that. So there's a lot more abilities that I can do. And also, you might have noticed this is all in my mother tongue of Norwegian, so that's another good thing about it. But there's also just so much more potential. And okay, good, there wasn't any holes in that, but there's so much more potential when it comes down to the block choice and stuff like that. Like, if we go down here, let's find some new stuff. Like, I remember the first time I went through this, it was incredible. Like, there's fences for all the different, for all this new stuff. So if we just get some random blocks out like this, navigating these things is really weird, but like, there's these fences now, which weren't there. Those ones, there's those ones. There's like all different kinds of new fence blocks, which is a lot better than just the normal cobblestone. There's also stairs of many different variants, so you got things like smooth stone stairs like that, which is, I think that looks really nice. And you also got diorite stairs. I know it's andesite stairs and some diorite stairs, so that's also quite nice. I'm not too sure if they had. No, they did not have them. Of course not. And they also have it for things like prismarine as well. What else do they have? Oh, yeah, they also have these things. If you know what this is, I don't know what this is, but there's quartz stairs here, but then there's also smooth quartz, and I don't know I can't see the difference between them, but maybe there is like a functional difference between them. Let me know in the comments if that's a thing. But we also have the different kinds of trapdoors, which wasn't exist in the previous one. We have the stiras, which is what's it called? Like what's the word for it? Scaffolding. It's kind of like scaffolding. I don't know what these are, if these are just like an aesthetic, but those look quite interesting. I don't know what those are for, but maybe they could be used for something interesting. There's this old stone block right here, which is quite nice. That's pretty good. There's also slabs for all the other stuff as well. There's a turkitor, which is like a dried kelp block right there. There's like a whole bunch of new stuff, like all the different corals and stuff down here is quite interesting. And they also got some blocks of those coral. They got like skinless wood. I think that's the way it is, skinless, for all those ones. And let's see, do they have anything else that I missed? I feel like there was. Yeah, there's all the like coral blocks for like yeah, all of that. And let's see, I feel like there was something else when I was looking through them earlier. There's blue ice apparently. There's something that I'm missing. I know I'm missing something. Because I noticed there was something that I just keep missing. Oh well, I don't know. But there's also different stuff in these menus. A lot of random stuff. Yeah, I feel like I am missing something. I know there's something, but aside from that, oh yeah, I forgot to also mention, there's a whole bunch of new spawn eggs. So there's these crazy new animals and stuff like that. Like we can get a panda, and we can get what's a new one. I can find a new one, but yeah, like a panda. Doesn't that look crazy? So this will really inspire me to make a zoo, and I don't feel like killing that. It's an endangered species, so we'll just let it chill in this park right now. But yeah, that's quite nice. I also heard that if that new graphics pack is going to come out, if it's ever going to come out, the one that they announced a year and a half ago, and it still hasn't come out yet. So if that does ever come out, it'd probably just be available on this one. And yeah, sorry about that. I just had to check something. But also, I heard that there was like some version of World Edit, which would definitely help me a lot now that I'm working on the city. So if we can figure out how to work on that, that would definitely be pretty good. But yeah, I feel like this video's gone on for long enough. That's pretty much all the differences between them. There's some more. I'm pretty sure someone will highlight them in the comments. So yeah, for me, I think there's just as much benefit in each one of them. I'm kind of leaning a bit more towards this one. But there are like some problems with this, so it's not perfect, but I'm kind of leaning a bit towards this one. But I want to know your opinion. What do you think is the best one? Because, you know, you probably spend more time for this than me. Like for me, I used to spend a lot of time on this, but not anymore. But you guys always watch the videos, so I figured I might as well just let you guys decide which one you like. A bit of a weirdly specific topic, but I still think it was somewhat worthy. Oh yes, that's what I remember. I remember it now. What was it? I saw something that was really funny. Let's see, where is it? I want to try finding it quick. Where is it? Here. There's the torch, and then there's the showpose. Now I think that it translates like sea cucumber, but I love the Norwegian saying. It means like sea sausage or something like that. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny. Oh, there's different colors of signs too. Oh, that's crazy. But anyway, aside from that, that'll be it for this video. I want to thank you all very much for watching. I can't switch to the front. I hate that. Yeah, well, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.